show where we watch movies in the theaters and tell you what we think about them. I'm Meg Turney.
I'm Trisha Hirschberger.
And this week we saw The Great Gatsby.
The Great Gatsby by Baz Luhrmann.
I certainly am glad to see you again, Baz. It's good to have you back.
Yep, and if you can't make it to the movies this weekend, you can always go to netflix.com/SourceFed and get a free month of instant streaming and watch movies at home.
And join us on Movie Club.
Yeah.
The film was directed by a man that we are a big fan of, Baz
Luhrmann.
It stars Leonardo DiCaprio, Carey Mulligan,
Tobey Maguire. A lot of good people in there.
Yeah.
And I actually think they all did a pretty good job.
Yeah, I think everyone did actually a really good job. Carey Mulligan is so charming, even though Daisy is such an unlikable character.
She plays that I'm just a wilting flower, you have to help me thing so well.
She does perfect.
And I know Leonardo DiCaprio is getting a lot of flack for this movie, but I thought it was good.
I know, I thought he was perfect. I think he did a great job. He was a fantastic Gatsby. He had that perfect, like, I've learned to speak this way kind of dialect.
Yeah. I mean, I think that he was incredibly awkward, but I think he was choosing to be incredibly awkward and then just committing to that choice, which is therefore good acting. So maybe you don't agree with his choices, but I don't think that makes his acting poor in the film.
I agree. And the only person I didn't think did a perfect job for me was Tobey Maguire. I felt like he was just kind of like wallpaper in the film. But to be fair, I mean, that's kind of how he was playing it. I mean, maybe that was a choice he made that I just wasn't a fan of.
Yeah, I kind of felt like, I don't know why everybody wants to be this guy's friend.
The Great Gatsby is based, obviously, on the American classic by F. Scott Fitzgerald and follows a mysterious man who's got lots of money and likes a girl.
Yes, exactly.
So, quick review. I love Baz Luhrmann. If you love Baz Luhrmann, you're gonna like this film. If you are not a fan of Baz Luhrmann, do not see this film.
Do not see this film. Yeah, my quickie review is that it's absolutely beautiful cinematography. It does deviate a little bit from the source material, but if you can let that go, then you'll probably enjoy it.
Now it's time for Love It
and Hate It.
No! My love it would have to be, this is Baz at his finest. It's beautiful. I cared about the characters. The acting was fantastic. The 3D was actually beautiful. I usually hate 3D films, but the 3D was done super well, and I absolutely enjoyed it. My hate it would have to be, this is Baz, and so if you don't like Baz, you're not gonna like it. And on top of that, it really felt like Moulin Rouge 2.0. Like, it follows the exact same formula as Moulin Rouge. First 45 minutes are gonna be really, really visual, and then you're gonna get to the movie.
There's literally shot by shot exact, like, I wish I had a comparison we were talking about after the movie, because some of the shots are exactly the same as Moulin Rouge, some of the lines are exactly the same as Moulin Rouge.
It is very, if you're a huge fan of Moulin Rouge, you're gonna be like, woohoo, it's more Moulin Rouge. If you hated Moulin Rouge, don't see this film.
Don't see this film. Yeah, so my love it, much like Meg said, I really enjoyed the 3D in it. I kind of felt like the ride soaring over California at Disney California Adventure Park. It just, yeah, it feels like it's such sweeping landscapes and just beautiful scenery and costumes and imagery all throughout. It's Baz Luhrmann, and I personally am a huge fan of Moulin Rouge, so I like that part of it. My hate it would have to be something that I feel like Baz also did in his Romeo and Juliet, which is where it was so beautiful and so much about the symbolism that I didn't have a chance to really connect with the characters. So I know everyone's probably going to disagree with me on Romeo and Juliet, but like, at the end of this film, kind of like Romeo and Juliet, like I felt like I should have been more moved than I was. I still enjoyed the film, but I felt like emotionally it could have touched me a little bit deeper. Like Moulin Rouge, I felt did a great job on both of those. I know you're gonna laugh that I said touched me deeper.
I made a face.
But yeah, no, like with the Moulin Rouge, I felt it hit both those parts really, really well, and that's why I love that movie so much. And this one, I just felt like that side kind of faltered a little bit.
So, final thoughts. I love this film. Like I said, you like Baz, go see it. You know like Baz, you know see it. The only other thing is it really does change the source material, but I still really liked it. I liked the book The Great Gatsby, and I like this movie, and I kind of see them as just separated a little bit. It does touch on the book. Obviously, it tells the book's story, but it changes this a little bit. So if you're a Great Gatsby purist, you're going to be pissed off by this film a little bit. You're still going to like it. It's still very beautiful, and I think they did a great job.
What are you gonna give it?
I'm gonna give this film 7 out of 10 because I likes it, and I likes my Baz, and I likes my Leo, and I like them together.
Okay, so my final thoughts on this film are, I think it's a beautiful amusement park ride. That's what it feels like to me. It's a delight for your eyeballs. I liked the 3D in it. I know some people felt like it was a little crazy because it's Baz Luhrmann plus 3D, which could be a little overkill, but if you like Baz Luhrmann, go for the extra whipped cream. That's what I'm saying. My negative to it would be that it's not the emotional roller coaster I wanted, but visually, it certainly satisfied that. So I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10, only because I loves me that emotion. I like to cry. Please make me cry.
Oh, and something we didn't mention in either of our things, but I know both of us absolutely love, was the soundtrack. It fits perfectly. It's absolutely Boz. It doesn't take you out of the film, and they did a great job. We're not the only people who had kind of mixed feelings about this film. It has a 7.5 out of 10 right now on IMDb.
And on Rotten Tomatoes, the critic score is 49%, but the audience score is 84%. So sizable difference there. And I feel like if you're really picking it apart for every little bit, like the critics are, you might be a little harsher on it, but overall, you're gonna enjoy it.
Go see it.
Yeah. So that's it for this week's New Movie Things show. Again, if you don't get a chance to go to the movies this weekend, you can always go to netflix.com/SourceFed and check out the free month of instant streaming. I'm Trisha Hirschberger.
I'm Meg Turney. I'm gonna drive under you. That's I
want to. It's all sexual innuendos today. Whoops.